Come on. I love digging at it. I must be the bugs that was killing them.
Stable organic energy detected.
Excuse me. Excuse me again. Skeleton fuse.
HKP-12 ammo located. HKP-12 ammo located. Foreign vegetation with high levels of adrenaline detected. Explosive detected.
Let us return to zero.
Excuse me, pal.
Hey, pal, look at this stone I got at
I
the
found
pool.
this stone. Is this what you were talking about?
You are most wise and brave, Ulukai. You have returned to the well what was stolen so long ago.
It was nothing. Okay, I got wet, but it was nothing.
May I have it, please?
Sure, takes a load off my back anyhow.
I shall hide this now, but rest soundly knowing that I will tell all that you have done a great deed this moon. I wish I could see the soldiers' faces now. Note that they will be more frightened of you now, Ulukai.
So I'm curious about something.
Yes, Ulukai?
That stone looks exactly like the stone I found in the tower. How the heck can you tell them apart?
Ulukai must be making a joke. It is so obvious.
No, I'm not kidding. How did you know?
You are very funny, Ulukai.
Zio, how did you know?
You can stop now. Even a small Talan child would not have problems telling, unless, of course, he was to become a Fey Talan. Stop, please.
Okay. Alright, now it's Southern Jim here. I'm gonna be with you here tonight. Cause I ain't got nothing better to do. So I heard old boy say something. He was trapped in some another dimension now. So I was perplexed. About what's this here? What you mean talking about some other dimension?
Foreign vegetation with high levels of adrenaline detected.
Foreign vegetation? You mean like from California? Oh, what's this? Well, I guess he was healing me like that now. So, well, thank you very much now.
Can you explain the essences to me?
Yes, Urugai. It is important for you to understand this. There are 4 types of essences inside each Tagan. We become...
Okay, now, that's enough chit-chat there.
Can you tell me about Feyran?
Feyran came to Adelpha a couple of 1,000 moons ago. He met with the prophet Khazar, who had been living peacefully among us for twice as long, and the two began to discuss in anger the fate of Adelpha. Feyran met Croax, and soon after, he announced that he was the messenger of the Yod Fey.
Isn't it funny how that happens?
Feyran began to gather around him other Fey Talon who wanted to rule Adelpha. The Dolotai Guardians began to struggle with them, but Khazar soon stopped this, saying that he would be able to stop Feyran peacefully. Feyran met with Khazar to discuss peace on Adelpha during Neseat, the moon of no seeing. It was then that Feyran and Croax reverted Khazar and many of his followers.
What is Neseat?
Neseat is a period of time that comes once every 8,000 moons, where there is no light from the sky.
8,000
Both your moons eclipse both your suns at the same time?
Every couple days.
I am not sure what you ask, but I think I understand. Yes, the moons become as dark as when you close your eyes. The last Neseat was a dark moon indeed, for that was the moon in which Feyran began to rule Adelpha.
Lexicon accessed.
How come I ain't got no questions about no? I need a listen. Oh, dadgummit. I need to figure out why he ain't asking about no non.
Adrenaline detected.
Okay. Let's see what old Zale got to say. Maybe he knows where some non is. Alright, where's your dialogue button, boy? How come he ain't give me no dialogue button? Dadgummit.
Do you know where Mar is?
I hear he is to the southwest at this point. You must go many steps that direction.
Many steps. I met some foreign plants all the way from Kentucky or something.
Stable organic energy
I'm like super tramp here. I'll take the long way home. What was that? Oh. Got me a seashell. Even though it's in a river, it should be called a river shell.
organic energy detected.
Excuse me, pal.
Hey, pal. Yeah.
Do you know where some dynamite is hidden?
There I was. Some dynamite to hide, and little time left to hide it.
What?
I ran to the left, but soldiers were coming. I looked to the right, and Feyran himself was coming my way.
Just tell me where it is, Shakespeare.
So, taking my essence in my own
Get
hands,
to the point,
I
Shakespeare.
dove
I
into
ain't
the
got time for a
Sankar-infested
play.
waters. Through the cloudy water, I could see a massive shape looming in the distance. Was it a larger predator coming to try and eat me?
Yo, James Bond, over here.
I held my breath for what seemed like a full moon, fighting off Sanko with one arm and holding on to my precious cargo with the other. I took a chance and swam towards the large shape, with not a fear for my own essence.
How do you shut this guy up?
My fingers growing tired and my vision beginning to blur, I kept swimming towards what was surely certain reversion. Finally, I saw it. The shape was a sunken boat. The same boat Croax himself used to float around in patrolling the waters, until a certain talon of unmatched courage had destroyed it.
Oh, how I miss commercial breaks.
My lungs almost bursting, I placed my cargo in the
He is
shadow
getting
of
a
that
little
dead boat
long-winded
and
here.
rose to the surface, only to see 20 soldiers turn and look my direction.
Near the sunken boat? All this, and you could have just said 4 words, near the sunken boat?
Did you not ask how the dynamite was hidden?
No, where the dynamite was hidden.
Oh, near the sunken boat.
I wonder if Feyran pays well. Hell, I just might end up working for him for free.
You did not like the story?
Not particularly. Needs more dragons or something. Out the way, Joe Boo.
Can I see you for a second? You feel better?
Oh yes, thank you so much, Udokai. I will be able to finish my field on time, maybe even help another Talon with his.
Glad to hear it. Now, about your brother.
2 moons ago, Narn's best friend, Lam, was sick. He was not able to finish his field. Croax found out and had Lam reverted.
For being sick?
No, for not finishing his field. The soldiers depend on the wrist that we supply them to remain strong. Lam was only ill 1 moon. Still, Croax had him reverted.
And Narn?
He went crazy with rage. I have never seen a Talon get so upset. He ran off in search of the Mon, which he believes is a powerful weapon of the Yads. I fear he intends to poison his essence by reverting Croax himself.
So, do you know where Narn is?
I do not, Ulukai. But
Son
I
of a
did see him
biscuit.
last moon. He talked a bit about discovering the secret of the 4 temples, and it having something to do with the essence idols. But I know nothing about these stories.
Who would?
Narn spoke of talking with Mazum at the Temple Eloi. You should maybe try there. It is north of the Temple Fae.
Thanks. What is an essence idol, by the way?
I do not know, Ulukai. But the 2 wrist counters near the waters of the Temple Fae can tell you more about them, I think. I hear them talk of them sometimes.
All right, that'll have to do.
Oh yes, Ulukai. You may want to bring a Magua with you when you visit him. I hear the Shamaz is very tired from healing Talon this moon.
Notepad accessed.
Out the way, boy.
You don't have to worry about that Gorgor anymore. I got rid of it.
You did? You are a very brave being, Urukai. I will tell all I know about this.
That's okay. I don't think you had anything to worry about. Looks to me like someone set up that thing to scare people away.
Bad gum. That's anticlimactic too. Jumped on your head, boy.
I hear that you know something of the essence idols?
I do, Urukai. I only wish that I was able to give them to you easily as was intended.
Was intended.
Yes, we Guardians have been hiding them for thousands of moons. To 1 moon give them to you. We had the best place to hide them, in each of the 4 wrist storehouses. The soldiers never went into these storehouses.
And now?
There are soldiers guarding every one. On the moon that you appeared on Adelpha, a small number of farmers became too happy and began burning the wrists at one of the storehouses, trying to weaken the soldiers.
How nice of them.
When Croax learned of this, he had 3 times the number that were involved reverted, and then posted many soldiers around the houses so it would not happen again.
And the idols are still in there, right?
Yes,
My lucky day.
all except the idol that was in the storehouse next to the village. It was discovered missing last moon. We think the soldiers must have found it and taken it into the heart of the Temple Fae. But the other 3 are in the storehouses that are surrounded by soldiers.
And have you any idea why you were guarding them for me?
No, Urukai. I did hope that you would know already. My guess is that it has something to do with the statues at the top of the temples, since the idols are the same shape. But that is just my guess.
Notepad accessed.
Where are these wrist storehouses?
I would be glad to take you there myself, Ulukai, but I would then lose my secret.
Just tell me then.
I got the
Two
secret.
of them are on islands
Where
in the
are
water
they,
around
Mr.
the Temple
Roboto?
Fae. Another is to the northeast of the Temple Fae, placed in between the Temple Eloi and the Temple Ganda. The fourth one is in the village, but I think little of value is in there.
Thanks.
Be careful attacking these places, Ulukai. They are heavily guarded.
Notepad accessed.
Tell me a bit more about the risks.
All of the risk that you see here is taken by a caravan to the city of Okriana. There, it is divided up and sent to the other soldiers around Adelpha. All who are not soldiers very rarely get this risk to eat.
Doesn't sound like a good deal for the others.
No, it is not, Ulukai. But when we Guardians can, we try to slow down the shipments or production of risk to weaken the soldiers. We have had a hard time doing this.
Why?
Croax put in place a very stupid but loyal leader by the name of Mar. Mar reports any Talon who works slow or sounds like they're going to try and hurt Croax. He is dumb, but he does his job very well.
Yes, I met Ma. He is
Can't
quite
you
the
do
Dumbo.
something about Mar?
Like what, Ulukai?
Well, silence him somehow?
One of the Shamazaar is trying to gain Mar's trust. So many soldiers beat Mar when he was a worker that when Croax began to treat him nice, he took to him quickly. I think Croax set it up to get Mar's loyalty.
I've heard of that tactic before.
We need to get Mar on our side. He may be the dumbest Talon I have ever met, but all others here fear him more than anything. All Mar has to do is mention one bad thing about a Talon to Croax, and that Talon is never seen again.
He's just one Talon. If he's all that's stopping you, why not take more drastic measures?
All Talon believe that violence is not a tool, Ulukai, and all feel Mar is not at fault, so none want him harmed. We just need someone to convince him to help us hurt the soldiers by slowing down our risk shipments. Someone
Well,
like you,
that's kind of
maybe.
why y'all's in this mess.
I knew that
believe.
was coming.
All this talky.
Do you know where any dynamite is hidden?
I know there is some in the waters to the southeast of the Temple Fae, for I placed them there myself.
Thanks a lot.
Be careful of the Sankar, Ulukai. They can hurt you greatly if many attack. If you can make a loud explosion in the water, they will die, but I know of no other way to stop them.
I don't know what's going on.
Metal detected. Stable organic energy detected. Foreign material detected. Key detected. Foreign vegetation with high levels of adrenaline detected.
Alright then.
Can I ask you something? I was told by Ilot that his brother Narn may have come to see you.
Oh yes, Urukai. That poor Talon. It makes my essence hurt to see one with such anger inside him.
Anger.
He was here 2 moons ago.
What was he looking for?
None believes the story that these 4 essence temples all have a secret. I have heard these stories myself, but I have never discovered if they were true.
Did he learn anything by seeing you?
No, I do not think so. Oh, but he did ask to see my Sankra tablet.
Could you explain the Sankra to me?
I would be happy to, Ulukai, but I think it would be much easier if I could show you on the tablet.
Can't you just tell me?
I have forgotten it, Ulukai.
You what?
It has been hundreds of moons since I last studied the tablet, and I always get one part confused. Please bring it here, and I can refresh my memory.
Okay.
What is this about a Sankra tablet?
Narn wanted to find out if I really had the Sankra tablet, which I did. I have it hidden in my home back in the village.
What is on this tablet?
The path of the Sankra is drawn on it. When the essences of Adelpha flow in a certain path that causes chaos, that is the Sankra.
So he went and got it?
I do not know. I sent him to go see Mar, the chief of the village. I have been trying to gain Mar's trust. When I gave him the key, I wanted to see if I had succeeded yet.
Succeeded in what?
Mar harms other Talon without knowing it. He is very simple, but his essence is pure. I am trying to see if I can convince him that Croax is not his friend, and that he is only using Mar to control the Talon here.
Why do you have to hide this tablet?
Feyran wants to be the only being that Talon learn from. He only keeps us few Shamas alive to heal his workers. But go see Mar and tell him to get the tablet for you. Maybe it will help.
Notepad accessed.
What info do you have on the essence idols?
Very little, but I hear that a Shamaz gave them to the farmers to hide. The Talon who count the risks for Croax know most about what happens with the farmers. Maybe they know.
Foreign vegetation with high levels of adrenaline detected.
Whoops. Man, I got tired all of a sudden. I'm about to fall asleep here. Let me head over back to Mar. And that might be it for a quick part of an episode. Not even a full episode. Because, man, dadgum, I got tired all of a sudden. In fact, I might not even make it back. I'm gonna save right here, and that's gonna be it. Man, I got that gum. I got tired all of a sudden.